We need to have a healthy fear around money or mammon. Mammon, that means material possessions, wealth, something of that sorts. We need to have a healthy fear because Jesus says that it is harder for a camel to go into the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter heaven. And that should inspire and strike a little bit of fear in you. Not fear mongering, but like a little bit of healthy fear around what it means to gain wealth and become wealthy. My old pastor, several years ago, when he went over this topic, he made a really good point where he said a lot of people will respond to, well, money itself is not evil. The love of money is not evil. And a lot of people say, well, I don't love money. Like they will take that sentence of like, oh, well, I don't love money. Like I don't love money. And they're not saying that to themselves consciously every single day, but it doesn't mean that you don't actually love money. Is money driving your thoughts, your decisions? Is it consuming your mind all of the time? Are you getting a sense of security and identity in your money? Are you placing identity and security over somebody else's net worth? Are you looking at other people as how much they own, as their house, as their car, as their job, as their financial gain? So you can say, I don't love money, but does your mindset, do your decisions, does your career decisions, does everything that you do reflect that statement? Jesus says you cannot serve two masters at once. You cannot serve God and money, or mammon, which is like the Aramaic translation. A lot of people think mammon is like some god that you worship, which represents wealth, but it actually comes from the term mammon, which is, it doesn't matter. My point being that mammon is not actually a god like another god, but it can become your God. It can become something that you idolize and worship. For example, if God told you to take a day off of work, like you're trying to make ends meet, you can't feed yourself, you can't feed your family, and God tells you take a day off of work and go share the gospel, would you do that? Would you do that? Or would you continue to worship money? Would you trust God or would you trust money to bring that sense of security? Does that make sense? And I don't think Jesus's point here is to hate money and to hate getting more things. I think Jesus is trying to say, what are you actually worshiping? What are you actually doing things for? Are you going to your job? Are you going to gain knowledge? Whatever it is that you're doing, are you doing it for the Lord? Or are you doing it for a sense of security that money gives you or status?